So, hi everyone, good evening. Hope you all are doing extremely well. And as you all know, today we have event of how to become product analyst. And for this event, we have Mr. Somil Kabra with us. He's a product analyst at Ola. Welcome, sir. Good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to Squad Growth.
Hey, hi Shraddha. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Uh, yes. People, if you have any question, just put in the message section. We'll take your questions. And yes, sir, we can start the event. And I would people have started joining in. And I think we can start the event from your journey. Like, please tell us about your journey, how it all started, and how you become product analyst.
Okay. So becoming a product analyst was not the first thing that came to my mind when I started my job career, basically. So I got a placement from college in 2019. I'm a 2020 graduate, so I got placed in 2019. So it was a management consulting firm, ZS Associates, if you might heard the name. So I got placed into ZS Associates. So it's a pharmaceutical management consulting firm. I worked there for around 26 months. So it's basically 2 years. And then I was looking for a change, basically. I was exploring other options, basically. So I was at that time I was looking for either a business analytics role or getting into a product company into product analytics. So I came across this role at Ola. So since you have heard that Ola is currently working on their automobile products, basically. Uh, so that's what that's why I got interested in this opportunity, and it seemed like a good opportunity at that time. So I took that opportunity and switched to Ola because their product was intriguing, and as we all know, the EV product will be the future, basically. So basically the confusion was between the business analyst and the product analyst only, but there is not much of a difference in that, and I get to work on a EV product. Basically, it's a great product. So yeah, I chose Ola at that time. But yeah, so I did not start as a product analyst, but yeah, I was basically looking for a change in the product company. So I got to know about this role, and yeah, so this is
Got
how I got to this role. Yeah.
got it. So basically, what product analysts do?
Okay. So basically, the core roles and responsibilities are you do a lot of user research, market research, and all around your product and the competitors, basically, and also the users, basically, how they are reacting to whatever you have launched, whatever your product is, how you can improve it. Uh, using the user research, and what are the current trends that in the market, and what are your competitors doing, all these things. So basically it's a lot of data driven process, I would say. So firstly, your market research and user research comes in. Using that data, you analyze it, and you draw insights out of it, and then you get to know what's the current market trend and what your user basically wants. Then you act upon it. You make changes and improvement to your product. And yeah, so these are basically this is the broad overview of a product analyst role. So it's a mix of research, analytics, management. Basically, you have to deal with a lot of cross-functional groups as well. You have to deal with engineering, you have to deal with the business sides of things, all of this.
Got. People, if you have any question, just put in the message section or in the chat section of event stage. We'll take your questions. So, sir, basically, how to become a product analyst? Like everything has a particular path. So, how to become a product analyst?
Okay. So yeah, the most basic requirement is that you should have a graduate degree. So yeah, that's the most basic requirement. That is, I think, the only requirement that you need to have. Apart from it, it doesn't matter from which degree you have done. You can come from a commerce background as well. You can come from engineering background as well. But I think in India, based on the current trend, most of the product analysts are from the engineering background only. If so, that's one thing. There are a few things that you should be good at. So you should start building your expertise in some tools like Excel. So it's not just for analytics, it will be helpful in each and every field that you go in. So Excel is a very helpful tool and very useful tool. So Excel is there. Then you should know good SQL as well. So for analytics, it's like bread and butter. So SQL is must. You should know some if you know Python, that's a plus because it will help you at a lot of places as well. You should know some visualization tools as well, like Tableau, Power BI. So if you are planning to go to that path of product analyst, you should start working on these things, and you should also start reading about a lot of case studies that are present on the internet. So it can either be a business case study, it can be a product case study, all these things. So and you should start thinking more logically, uh, basically how to get up, how basically on the product side of things you should start thinking about that. So it's basically how you think and how strong is your logic is the game changer in this, I think, field.
Got it. Got it. Uh, s- so we have a question in our community. Is it necessary that one should be from a particular stream to become a product analyst? For example, CSC.
No, even I am from electronics and communication, so it's not necessary to be an engineer as well. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So, sir, do we need to have a particular course to become a product analyst? Like, there are many courses available on internet, on several websites, or like, can anyone become a product analyst without pursuing any course?
Like I said, you don't need any specific course, but you should start developing some skills. You should start developing. You should start getting better at your logics. Basically, you should start reading some case studies and all. There are a lot of courses as well for free. You don't have to buy a paid course and do it basically. So there are a few websites which has a lot of interviews and interview preparation material and uh, basically a skill development material on that. One such website is Exponent. So whoever is watching can go and just explore that website. It's a great website to start your career in product management, analytics, and all those things. So there are a few frameworks as well that a product guy should know. So you can just explore those things as well.
Got it. So another question we have in our community is, what is the difference between product analyst and product manager?
Okay. So basically, making a product is a collaborative effort of a product manager and a product analyst and an engineering team basically. So basically the product manager owns the product. It's his product basically. He develops it with the help of the engineering team and the product analytics team. Whatever that can be driven, like what all improvements that we can make in the product, we as a product analyst we tell them. Whatever data driven or research driven work is in that product, we help them do that basically. So we do the research, we come up with a solution, we come up with new features as well that we can include this. So it's a collaborative effort basically. So all the data driven things and research driven thing are worked on by the product analytics team, and basically product manager owns the product. And
Got
I think the part to become a good product manager is being a product analyst, is being a product analyst only, so that you have good understanding of the data as well, and as well as the product basically. So if you start as a product analyst, you will have good understanding of the data. Uh, Customers basically, you'll know what your customers need, so you can make a better product from that basically. So yeah, it's a part to become product manager.
got it, sir. Got it. So please tell us about the interview process of product analyst.
Yeah. So from whatever I have experienced, there are basically 3 to 4 rounds. The first round is basically the analytics round or the coding round. So in that round, they test your SQL skills, they test your Excel skills, uh, and all those things. In the second round, it's basically a product-based case study or business case study. A guest, it can be a guesstimate as well, and some puzzles as well. So just to test your logical skills, basically how you approach a problem. So they can ask you what's your favorite product and what can you improve in that product. It's a very basic question. So these type of questions they ask, they can give you a case study as well, and you can you'll have to solve that during the interview basically. So these are some things that you come across in round two. Then round three is more detailed about product only. It's a more detailed round. So they ask you to make some KPIs, make some metrics about the product that you can track and know how your product or how your feature is working basically. So it's basically a more detailed case study, and the fourth one is the HR round basically. So yeah, these are the 3 4 rounds.
Got it.
So basically, all these things that I mentioned earlier as well, SQL, the tools, the material, and all those things will help you get through this whole process.
Got it. So another question we have in a community is, do product analysts require coding skills?
It's not a required thing, but it's good if you have it. So if you're working in a app-based product, and if you know coding, so it will be helpful. You can also you'll also be aware of whatever is happening in the back of the product back end basically. So if you have uh, coding knowledge, it's good. It's not like required, but it's good to have.
Sir, is there anything common between product analyst and a business analyst?
Yeah, a lot of things are common basically, but the only differentiating factor is business analytics looks more into the business side of things, how to improve your revenue and all. So basically they don't deep dive into a product. It's more like a horizontal kind of thing where a company can have multiple products, and a business analyst will tell you like how to improve the revenue, how to improve the growth based on the data and all those things. In product, you deep dive into one vertical basically. So for one product, and you own the product basically. So how can you make that product better? How can you strategize uh, about the product? Basically, how can you take it to the market? How can you sell it better? All those things are product analyst. So there are a lot of similarities. The skill set is same, just the work is a bit different.
Got it. So another question from our community, do service-based companies also have product analyst?
A lot of them have now. So all the service-based companies, basically, if I tell you about consulting companies, so basically they might make products for their client basically. Okay, so for that product, they they hire product manager, product analyst, all those things. They already have business analyst. So yeah, they do.
Got it. How did you find your interest towards product analysis?
Okay, so I already had exposure to the service service company. Basically, I had the exposure to their work and everything. I worked there for 2 years, and then I just wanted to explore like what happened. So basically, we just segregate the companies into two parts, and it's either service based or product based. Most of the companies are. So I had a taste of service based companies. I just wanted to explore the product side of things as well. And in service based companies, you get to work on a lot of different problems. So but you never own one basically, right? You just complete one problem, like complete one solution, move to other solution and all those things. There are different business problems, but that experience should also be there in your career, so that you'll get to choose you'll get the clarity of which field you want to work in basically. So if you're working in a service based firm and it has a basically a diverse portfolio of its client in different fields, you'll get a taste of every field and then you can choose from what you liked and all. In product based company, basically you work a lot of you work on a single product only basically. So it's more, you get a lot of ownership here, and most of these product based companies are like startups now, so you get a lot of ownership, and these are two different experiences, two different worlds basically.
Got it, got it. Another question from the community. What skills and key point would one require to become a good product analyst?
Sorry.
What skills and key points would one require to become a good product analyst?
Yeah, so you need to have strong analytical skills, logical skills you must have. Okay. You must have uh, good command on some tools like I've already told you, some coding, some languages like SQL, Python, some visualization tools, like Tableau, Power BI, Excel, and all those things you should know. So analytical skills are there. You should be good at research work as well. So all these things, yeah, all these things are the key skills that you need.
Got it, got it. So according to you, how would be the future of product analyst profile?
So I think it's increasing and it's going to increase in the next few years as well. It's not going to saturate anytime soon because as we are seeing, there are a lot of product based companies that are coming to market these days basically, right? So whenever product company gets into market, it requires product team to work on their product, and product analyst is a must basically in that product team. So it's not gonna vanish anytime soon. It's gonna increase and it has a great future, I think.
Got it. Got it. Another question from our community. Would product analysis be counted as a subset of product management? What is the main difference between the two roles?
I won't say it's a subset, but yeah, these two are correlated, I would say. Uh, Product, you can say that product analytics can be a part to become a product manager. So product analytics will help you in two ways. You can get into analytics as well, core analytics, and you can go into core product as well. So it's basically how you want to grow in that role, and it gives you like both the paths. It's open both the paths for you. So and the key difference I would say is as a product manager, you own the product. That, like I have said, you'll choose like what all needs to be done in the product and all. As a product analytic and as a part of the product team, as a product analyst, you will help the product manager to drive some important decisions around that product. So what should be the different parameters of that product basically, how is the product behaving, what are the things that a user needs. You'll you'll help the product manager with all these things. So basically it's a collaborative effort, but yeah, the end decision is in the hand of the product manager, let's say. So yeah.
Got it, got it. People, if you have any other question, just put in the message section or in the chat section of event stage. So till then, if they would have any question and they type it and they post it, what message would you like to give to our audience?
So yeah, I think when you are in college, you really don't know what to proceed ahead with and what field you want to go in. So from that time only, if you start exploring and start experiencing some things, and you do different internships in different field, it will help you to kickstart your career basically. So I would say when I was in college, I just know one thing. I just knew one thing. I didn't want to go into the core electronics and I didn't want to go into the core electronics and communication thing, but I didn't know which exact field I want to go into. So that's why I had to explore and all those things. Okay, but in the college only, if you do some internships and all in different companies in different roles, it would give you a kickstart.
Got it. So let's wait for some time, for 1 minute. If they have any question.
Yeah, sure.
So yep, we got a question. This question is not basically in the for product analyst. This is a general question. Like, how do you think the industry will be affected from the recession?
So I think we'll see the peak of recession in around March month. I think if you see the recession curve, it's like this. So we are currently here right now. In March, it will be here, and after this, it will just drop like this. So it comes to a peak and then drops drastically. So you all have like you must all be following the news and all, and a lot of companies are laying off people right now. So it is affecting uh, the industry, but there are a lot of opportunities as well right now in the market. So it's not like some companies are laying off, but a lot of companies are hiring as well. So yeah.
Got it. So the another question we have is, are you in a team of Ola Electric?
Yeah, I'm in Ola Electric. I'm
Oh,
working on the Ola S1 Pro.
got it. Can you give some light? Can you show some light on the opportunities which are available during this recession period?
So you can all I think you can all explore the LinkedIn job section, but there are a lot of jobs in product field only. So if anyone is finding any difficulty in finding a job, uh, you can basically DM me or send me a request. I would help if I can, basically. So yeah.
Got it. So yes, sir, we don't have any new question. All the new questions are repetitive. So yep. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for providing huge knowledge to our community. It really helped us.
Thanks so much, Arya, for inviting me to this.